Today, I got to play the island in WWE 2K26 for about an hour, so let me walk you through it. It kicked off after the event of last year, which I definitely finished. I know it ended in chaos, being a quote-unquote unsafe environment, and now it is basically run by 3 different factions, and the fact that I got to see so many cutscenes in this first hour was promising, starting with this one.
Sorry, Suits. You can call for whatever you want, but I'm not going to start listening to middle management now. The fact that you don't want us on the island is exactly why it's where I'm going to be. So if you think I give it...
Damn, punk. You think you're the chosen one? If anyone's going to untangle the web of island secrets and harness the power of this place, it's those who know how to walk through the darkness and uncover the mysteries of
honor, integrity, respect. The principles that founded our business will carry it into the future, which is why it's important that power doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
The power to fight back.
the power to defeat any demon.
The power to become the greatest hero.
When
that power is won by the Order of Anarchy.
Order of Shadows.
Order of tradition.
Anything is possible.
So the first order of business is for us to choose which faction we are going to be joining. Before you choose though, it is worth mentioning that each of them got different rewards from Boost, Cosmetic, Taunt, and VC. Sort of like their own battle pass, which we got to see one last year. I know because I played it, of course. Anyways, the more rep that you gain, the more rewards you will be able to unlock. Once you max one out, I'm sure that you will get the chance to get all of the other rewards from the other faction. But to kick things off, I went with the Order of Tradition. You know, Cody Rhodes, ultimate babyface here. So he got me for now. At least this pre-alpha version of us. Finally, I was now able to create my player. And since this was a dev account, I went on to get some VC and level him up to 85, which was the max to begin with. In order to go higher than that, you have to complete the prestige quest in that level. There's a total of 4 prestige level end quests that will need to be hit and completed before fully maxing out your character. There's also rewards that you get as you progress through these prestigious levels. There's a battle pass for everything, so if you like unlocking things, 2K really got you down this year. How grindy is it gonna be? I don't know just yet. We're gonna have to wait and see when the game comes out. And now we enter the island. The layout for it is very similar to last year, but it does have different sections. Of course, one for each of the faction, which as I was checking all of them out and getting ready for my first objective, I had to do my own little side quest and go get me a mask. Hopefully there's more options of these than last year, and please make them easier to get. 2K, just give me a knockoff Rey Mysterio mask to kick things off. As this pre-alpha version of the Savage, we keep looking around and there's definitely a lot of chaos and quote-unquote destruction, so I like that they are keeping up with the lore and really making the island its own thing. There's more spots for you to get into matches with different stipulations, not just inside but also outside of each specific faction headquarters. Even the Scrapyard Bro Arena has its own section, which you could go to and challenge anybody to it at any point. Once I checked out all the sections, finally, it's time for my first objective, which was to go to the headquarters and meet up with the Capitan Cody Rhodes, the leader of the Order of Tradition.
I don't understand why everyone else has such a hard time keeping their eyes on the action in a match.
Well, sometimes.
It's a goddamn job!
Now at this point, I thought that it was time for us to start reading, but that wasn't the case. It looks like they put a lot of time into the island, and the story is gonna be told through cutscenes. So what you got for me, Cody Rhodes?
Welcome to the Order of Tradition. If you're here, I suppose we have something in common. An insatiable obsession with this business. We've got members of all backgrounds and persuasions here. Can I ask, what led you to join? Same. It's hard to grow up in a wrestling family and not be enchanted with the names and stories of those who came before. I only hope to build a legacy that's worthy of following. You'll find as you settle in that there's something special about the Order of Tradition. Sure, we can be a little intense sometimes, but we'll all have to work together if we want to earn the advantages that this island has to offer. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You just arrived. What do you say we welcome you the best way we know how? In the ring. against some good competition. That's the spirit. My friend Odette handles a lot of the booking around here. She set up a match for you against El Grande Americano. You might want to stop by the locker room first if you need to change your gear. Best first impression, after all. We're all excited to have you. Good luck.
I got a bit lost, but to the locker room we go, and Chad Gable is waiting for us.
You're the new Order of Tradition recruit? Well, I guess it could be worse. Just a little friendly ribbing. The Order of Tradition is stacked with heavy hitters, like your opponent tonight. You've heard that you're facing El Grande Americano in your debut match? That's some stiff competition. Pretty good-looking fellow, too. You can tell, despite the mask. You're not going to the ring like that, are you? Hey, it's not about looking better than me. It's about looking as good as Americano, which is simply not possible. But you can change your look in the locker room anytime you'd like. You can also tune up any of the moves you might want to use in your matches too. Not a bad idea when you're up against top talent. And no need to come all the way back here if you're out exploring the island. There are my booths scattered around the whole place that make it easy. Think of it like your locker room on the go, without someone else's smelly socks. I'd try it out if I were you. Not that it's gonna make a difference with who you're facing. Good luck though. Maybe you can at least lose to El Grande Americano with style and grace.
I could already see that there's going to be a lot of yapping in these cutscenes, but like I said before, it is way better than having to read 100 lines to tell me what's my next match. And we get into the first match against the original El Grande Americano. We got into some heated action, put on the beat down as much as we could, and much like my rise, as you guys can see, we actually have objectives to complete, because yes, within some of these matches, there's actually cutscenes to continue building up the story. Already I was getting a lot of my career vibes from all of this, and it really caught me off guard.
El Grande Americano just got the taste knocked out of his mask.
And right on cue, here comes Grande's flunkies.
What's he slipping into his mask? Turn around, ref. That's not legal.
I don't think he cares, Saxton.
Oh, no, it's a loaded mask.
And an accidental 2-for-1 as they go right into the referee.
El Grande's taking full advantage up on the top rope.
Oh, the referee is down.
Not what El Grande was looking for. But here come the hyenas to pick the bones.
With El Grande Americano directing traffic, making a statement to this newcomer.
Wait a second, the ref's getting up.
What?
And he does not look happy.
The ref takes El Grande Americano to Suplex Island.
The Creeds and Ivy getting the heck out of there. They can't believe what they just saw.
Neither can I, and neither can referee Marshall Thompson. He almost looks angrier with himself than he was with El Grande Americano.
I think we're going to have to call this one a no contest, guys.
So that was unexpected, and it now makes sense why this referee was so jacked up. And still is. Look at him.
No, it wasn't. It was a gross violation of my duties as a referee of this sport.
Marshall Thompson, what in the goddamn blazes was that?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Dad, I can explain.
Explain how our recruits match ended in a no contest with no referee, El Grande knocked out, and worst of all, you whimpering like a sad sack of lima beans in the locker room?
Now, just 1 second. These beans may be sad, but at least they're just. He cheated, Odette. It wasn't right. You know the rules. We all know the rules. I'm just upset that I let myself betray everything I stand for. The oath!
I told you before, Marshall, there's no stupid oath.
Are you calling the sacred referee oath I swore to protect the business I love more than anything in this whole wide world stupid, Odette?
I came in here to read you the right act, and now you're being so ridiculous that I've lost my gumption. You had some chops out there. Would have liked to see a finish, but it left the audience wanting more. Odette Beaumont, at your service. And the sad lima beans go by the name of Marshall. Oh, I'm sure he did. The Beaumonts and the Rhodes go way back. Mom and Pop worked with Cody's dad. Taught me to be just as comfortable putting other people in the ring as stepping inside it myself. Wrestling's in my blood. That's why I believe in what the Order of Tradition's doing. Whatever's here to find on this island should belong to those who don't want to change what wrestling's really about. The artistry, the dedication, the craft.
Are you about off your soapbox?
Oh, you want to talk about what you did again?
Never mind.
No, I got two problems because of you. One, I got a new recruit who didn't get a proper introduction to the Order of Tradition. And two, I apparently got a referee who's got an itch to be an active competitor.
Oh, Dad, no!
Marshall Thompson, you showed too much fire and intensity for you to be counting to 3. So you are gonna step into training yourself, Marshall, as you get this new recruit up to speed in the Tower of Tradition. Check out the Scrapyard, too, while you're at it.
Why do you want them to bother with that place? You know the rumors about the Scrapyard are nonsense.
Are they, Marshall? With everything else I've seen happen on this island, I'm not so sure. And I'm not willing to take that risk. Marshall, you're coming with me. We gotta get you some proper gear before you kick off your ring rust. Let's talk when you've tried your hand in our tower and the scrapyard, and we'll see if we can get you a match with a proper finish next time.
So we make our way to the scrapyard in which a certain Becky Lynch is waiting for us. And of course she got something to say. Shout out to 2K because they really went on for everybody with these voice lines.
Hey, you're the newest member of the Order of Tradition. Might have picked better. I'm applying my talents in the Order of Anarchy, at least for now. Speaking of anarchy, your match with El Grande Americano kind of went that way. Wild. I always knew that your tradition ref was going to explode someday. He's a loose cannon, that one. You headed into the scrapyard? Do you believe the rumors about that place? Maybe. There's definitely a weird energy. I remember how Roman Reigns was defeated in that very spot just over a year ago. It was otherworldly. Roman doing things I've never seen him do before? Paul Heyman having more influence over it all than usual? If this island truly does have the power to transform people, give them what they want, what they deserve, the scrapyard may well be the site of it all. Why else do you think the orders are fighting viciously for control of it? Of course the rumors didn't get started until everyone started remodeling and throwing their old junk in there. Whether or not you believe the conspiracy theories, fun place to smash things, including opponents. Speaking of, it's high time I go do some smashing myself.
For this second match, we step into the scrapyard in a fatal 4-way against AJ Lee, Aleister Black, and Io Sky. Perfect opportunity for me to check out a lot of the new things in this year's game. Gameplay-wise, it feels good. The ragdoll animations are actually amazing. You just feel the gameplay freedom way more. Tables were broken in this early build, so of course there were some glitchy spots, and I do gotta say it felt like it was very difficult to knock somebody out in the backstage. It could be that this was online, so it had its own type of difficulty, a bit extra than what we get to experience on regular exhibition. Nonetheless, after trying a few spots here and there, working towards that 5-star rating match because why not, it was time to start getting some elimination. The 4-way turned into a 3-way, but not for long because then it was a 1-on-1 against Io Sky. We went on to pick up that second win, leveling up and unlocking some rewards. Overall, much more enjoyable than last year, and because of the cutscenes, I'm actually interested to see where the story goes past this first hour. Let me know your thoughts and stay savage.